everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Packers are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Falcons offense that knows they'll be challenged.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And right away he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you. That fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and 1, here's Hackenberg. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. And the wideout in motion. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Now receiver in motion left. On 3rd down. It's Cohen, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Cohen. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the play clock's running down. Hackenberg on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw is Hackenberg. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To throw now on first down. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Leopard! Leopard! Over! Leopard! 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 No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The slot man in motion right.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Now let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's Hackenberg. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side at the 9-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Hackenberg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Detroit! Detroit! We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Hackenberg on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Ten yards still left on second down. Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off. Now Hackenberg. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Meanwhile, down in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, look at business. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights off the defender. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And a give this time to the tailback. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
All right, here we go. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Back to the Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
Hackenberg looks to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Six yards to go here on second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Muscling free near the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Finding room inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Second down, Hackenberg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. Hackenberg from the gun on third. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go.
They'll try and run with it, fullback Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now. Green, 30. Gone. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Set. 319. 319. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the back goes into motion.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Hackenberg. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now Hackenberg. And he's going to go down again.
The Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Falcons now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Fake. Hackenberg steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They go play action. Hackenberg. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw, Hackenberg. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
No. Check. Patriot.
Hackenberg again. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now they try the right side here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Just keeping the play alive. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And coming on is the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit. Left to go now. Detroit. Green 39. Green 39. Check it out.
And to give this time to the tailback. Pushes him over. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectre deck. Getting, yeah, I got that I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm in the bank and I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw it if he fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them baddest bag gon' get it. What you mean?